Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Beatriz and you're watching Elegant and Feisty. And today's video is all about youth and youthful looks. So I'm going to be giving you my top 5 tips for looking young or younger. And in a separate video, I'm going to be talking about 5 tips to be youthful also on the inside. So these ones are more external tips. Quite often, and actually this has been happening for many years now, but I'm often told that I look much younger than I really am. And I think I've been blessed with good genes, to be honest. I come from a South American background. Both of my grandmothers had beautiful skin, even into their 80s. They really looked beautiful. Although they, both went completely grey, they still had really gorgeous skin and they kept active and they really looked after themselves. Both of them were quite fashion conscious. And I think perhaps some of it has, rubbed off on me. I think I'm yes, very lucky. Here's the first tip, and this was actually from my maternal grandmother, and she told me this when I was about 9 years old, and she said to me to start moisturizing, to always moisturize. So I started at a very young age. Of course, I couldn't afford fancy moisturizers, so I just used whatever there was at home. A lot of times it was Nivea. I don't know why, but Nivea seemed to be like very popular back then, at least in Uruguay. And it was, that little pot, the little round one. Actually, it was like a tin, and just really bright blue. So that's how I started, and then that kind of just stuck with me, and I've always moisturized. And of course, through the years I've tried lots of different moisturizers. Sometimes I use more inexpensive moisturizers, and sometimes I use more expensive ones. Just depends on what's happening in my life, how busy I am, and how my finances are going. So I think it's important to also chop and change and try out different products, but also our skin changes, if we have children during pregnancy, that changes as well. Sorry, Mike, just fiddling around with the camera, I'm sorry. Yes, so that's my first tip is to moisturize, because when you have dry skin, your makeup doesn't look right. I don't know, there's just, the makeup just goes into the lines, and also you get more lines. People that have really moisturized skin, or even people with that tend to have oilier skin, they generally have less wrinkles. And also, smoking, contributes quite a lot to that. So, drinking water, staying hydrated. I won't get into all of the nutritional side of things. I'll talk about that in my next video. So that's more like internal, things that we can do internally. So for my second tip, I think it's important to keep up with the fashions, and not to be, like teenagers that are like just buying up absolutely everything that comes out, every single trend, every fashion that comes out every single year. But I think it's really important to have a core wardrobe, things that that you might have had for a while. They're good quality, just the staples, but then to freshen it up. So every season you just buy a handful of items that give you that look, that you're current, that you're keeping up with things, you're not looking frumpy, you're you're out there and you're still happening. So that's what I tend to do. And often people will say to me, wow, you dress younger. Or of course I don't want to look ridiculous, you know. So I want to, on the one hand, I want to dress for my age, but I also want to add elements that are youthful. And you know, who's to say that I don't know, a 60-year-old or a 70-year-old needs to dress a certain way. I think that in this day and age, all of that has passed. You know, our grandmothers probably didn't have as many options, and they, I don't know, they did tend to look older, even though maybe their face looked younger, but the way they dressed was very, very different. Okay, tip number 3 is if possible, of course it's not always possible, but I think that staying slender is also youthful. And I know it's really, really hard, especially, you know, for women going through menopause. My God, you know, it is really, really tough. So yeah, but I do think it's worth, you know, investing the time and the effort into keeping fit, staying active for so many, you know, multiple reasons. But in my opinion, staying as slender as possible is youthful. And I'm not talking about skinny, just slender, and you know, your clothes just sit nicely and you feel better about yourself. And when you're feeling better about yourself, you're sort of like beaming, and you know, people can sense that. So that kind of all adds to the overall you know, what the energy that you're projecting. All right, and now my tip number 4 is to do with makeup. I honestly think that less is best, and keeping it simple. I don't believe in applying tons and tons of makeup. Lots of foundation can be really aging. Lots of powder can be aging. Contouring, all those things that we see, all the you know, the young YouTubers. I don't feel that does a lot for us older or more mature ladies. I honestly think that just wearing a little bit of makeup, you know, and enhancing our natural features just does wonders. And you know, I would, like I mentioned in another video, for me, my staples are lipstick, mascara, and blush. So they're the 3 things that I can't do without. If I go outside, I like to at least have those 3 things on. All right, and the 5th, my 5th tip is to have fun. Really, to not stop having fun. You know, there's no reason why, you know, when you hit a certain age, you just have to sit around and do, I don't know, knitting or I don't know. I think that we need to stay active and just have fun and keep trying new things. There is absolutely no reason for us to stop trying out new things. Hang out with fun people, also youthful people, and laugh. You know, if you hang out with the right people. Also, I think that laughter and fun can really, really help you project that youthful image. So I hope my 5 tips have been helpful, and I hope you can relate to them as well. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the video. Please give it a thumbs up, and what else, leave me some comments. If there's anything specific that you'd like me to talk about, please let me know. This is a really, really new channel, so I would absolutely value your opinion. And what else? Oh, that's right. So I would like to leave you today with a quote. And today's quote is by Anita Roddick. And the quote is, if you do things well, do them better. Be daring. Be first. Be different. Be just. I love that quote. Until next time, have a fabulous week. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.